Hi friends, welcome to my channel, YiaYia's Heart Tarot. Today is Monday, October 24th, and I'll be bringing you two readings today for the week ahead. Monday readings are just to kind of give you a leg up on making the best of your week. So the two readings that we'll be doing today, the first one is Light Towers. And these towers, I know what the stones are. I'm not sure I can tell you for sure on the other dark towers, but we'll start with this. So the first group one, is Light Towers, and these two are green flower agate. They are green flower agate. They probably look more black than green, but they are green, a very nice green actually. And then this is a rainbow fluorite with a lot of yellow in it. So the light towers are group one, and then the dark towers are group two. And here's where I'm going to run into a little difficulty because I'm not certain about these. This one I am fairly certain is black jade. This one I know for sure is obsidian. And this one has garnet in a matrix, and I think the matrix is obsidian, but I couldn't swear to that. But I know it's definitely garnet. So that's as close as we're going to get as far as what those towers are. So the choices, again, group one is light towers, and group two is dark towers. So pick whichever group calls to you. Just go with your first impression. Don't give it too much second thought. And as always, I will link the readings to a timestamp in the description below. So to go straight to your reading, just drop down to the description box and click on the timestamp that corresponds to your group, and it'll take you directly to your reading, and I will see you there. Hi, group one. This is your group, the Light Towers. I've tweaked the spread a little bit again, and so for those of you who are returning, you may notice a little bit of a difference. You may not. It's not vastly different, but I'm never completely satisfied with my Monday readings, so it seems like just about every time I kind of play with the spread a little bit. So I got a cheat sheet up here, and I'm going to be checking that as I go along. I jotted down the questions that I want answers to, or at least some guidance on for you. So I'll be periodically checking that. But the first messages that we want to get today are for the general energy of the upcoming week. So for group one, what is the general energy for their upcoming week? And by the way, this deck that I'm using, which is just an amazing, fantastic deck, has some illustrations on it that are NSFW, not for all audiences, so I may or may not be showing the cards. So some of the cards are not a concern, but some of them have some illustrations that I don't want to show to a general audience, so I may or may not show the cards again. So, just so you know, general energies for the week, please, for group one. General energies for group one. For the week coming up, for this week that we are just starting. Okay. Well, wow. This is a powerful week for you guys. We got the World card, we got the Hierophant, we got the Nine of Cups, the Temperance card, the Six of Cups, and the Strength card. So I'm feeling like there's kind of a mix of energies here. There is something's going to be a bit challenging this week. It's going to require some inner strength, and it's going to require you to kind of hold back in some instances, not react extremely. So, and we've got some serious cat energy here too. We've got this lion, and we've got the tiger. Big cats are known for kind of conserving their energy, being very reserved and calm, but powerful, as though they're, coiled and ready, but not, frenetic all the time. And then striking when the moment is right. So I feel like this week, and of course this is the Strength and the Temperance cards, the two cards that I was just speaking of. So these cards are telling you to kind of hold back a little bit, stay calm, lean on your inner strength, and know when the moment is right to expend your energy. So don't waste any energy this week on things that are frivolous. In addition to this, we got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card, in this instance I feel as though it's talking about an authority figure. So this may be related. There may be some authority figure who's kind of trying to push your buttons. And I really feel like that's the case, because also the illustration on this Nine of Cups to me looks like, somebody, he's also got an Ankh, so he appears to be kind of, the Hierophant is kind of oftentimes thought of as a religious authority figure. And this, this individual here, this baboon, it appears, is holding an Ankh and sitting between a white and a black obelisk. So this again is feeling to me like an authority figure who, I feel like there may be an authority figure in your life that feels like they're better than everyone else, or tries to lord their authority over everyone. Not a really great leader. They're more of a do as I say, not as I do. I don't have to prove myself to you. I know I've been in this job, or I've, I am your parent. Whatever the situation is, it's kind of like, don't question my authority. So I feel like that's kind of one of the things that's going to be challenging you this week, that's going to require you to kind of hold back and be calm, and not overreact, not react in the moment, but pick your battles, basically. We also got the Six of Cups. I'm not entirely sure what the Six of Cups is here to tell me. We'll get some clarification on that, because I'm not just certain. But we also got the World card. And so the World card is telling us, it's sort of on the heels of these other cards, that there is the potential for a really great outcome this week. But it's going to require you to kind of keep your emotions in check, not challenge this authority figure until the time is right, or unless the time is right, unless it's really necessary. It may just be that you're just going to need to kind of let them get it all out and not react at all, or it could be that things may roll along and they may get to a point where you just can't let it go anymore. And I'm wondering if that's what the Six of Cups is here to tell us, but I'm still not entirely sure. The Six of Cups kind of strikes me as taking the high road, staying cool here until it's needed, until, this fiery energy has to come out. But in the meantime, you're keeping yourself calm and cool and collected. But let's get a little clarification on that. Spirit, can you please give me some more clarification on the Six of Cups? Why is this here? What is this telling us? What is that telling us about the energy of the week ahead? What is the Six of Cups about, please? Okay, yeah, so we got the Chariot. So again, this is a card that's talking about waiting for the right moment before you move. So I think that there is going to come a point in the week for at least some of you, maybe not all of you, but at least some of you, where you may have to step up to this authority figure and put them in their place, or not necessarily, that's probably a bad way to say it. I wouldn't recommend doing that. But what I would recommend doing is making them aware that you are capable, that you have things under control. Yeah, very much. That's what this is. You've got things under control. You see that this woman has got all of these wolves at her beck and call. So you've got things under control. You can handle yourself. But again, you're not going to want to, throw that in their face right off the bat. But there's going to come a point where they just won't get off your back. And I shouldn't say there is going to. There very likely will come a point for many of you where this authority figure just won't back down. They won't get off your back, and you're not going to be able to get things done, or you're not going to be able to realize your potential, or whatever the situation is. Whether, like I said, this could be a parent, this could be some authority figure at work, this could be someone's perhaps even a well-meaning friend who's telling you what to do in a relationship. Whatever this might be, there's going to be somebody who's sort of overbearing this week, and they're trying to make you feel as though they're superior to you. Women out there understand the term mansplaining, and some men probably do too. But that could be the energy that you're dealing with here too. Someone who is telling you how to do something, or explaining something to you that you already understand, and perhaps maybe understand even better than they do. But you're going to want to hold back about this until it comes to a point where you simply have to reclaim your power. And again, the Six of Cups, now that I look at it, these are claws up at the top. And so, this is going to come a point where you've got to reclaim your power. You're just going to have to be powerful at a certain point. And again, I'm not saying that everyone is going to have to do this, but very likely there's going to come a moment where you just have to step up and have to say, look, I can handle this. I've got control of this. I know how to do this. Let me show you. Again, we've got the World card here that belies a great outcome if you play your cards right. So that's the general energy for the week. So, Spirit, the next messages that we'd like to get in, thank you for those messages, are how is this energy going to affect Group 1? How are these energies going to affect Group 1? We've already kind of talked about this a little bit, but let's just get some additional information on it. How are these energies going to affect Group 1 this week? Okay, so we got the Five of Swords, we got the Three of Cups, and we got the High Priestess. Interesting energy here. Bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Wands. So the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, these energies are typically the Five of Swords strikes me as winning at all costs, but this particular card is one of being extremely protective. And the Five of Wands, oftentimes in other decks, is a card of confusion. But, and that may be the case in this. We've got more cat energy here. We've got another lion, and this lion is losing its cool. So the energies, again, we're going back to this message of don't let this overbearing energy or individual make you lose your cool. This is, this is just hot energy, just exploding. And this energy is a distinct possibility. This could affect you in a way that you're just fuming. You're just furious, and you could explode. But you don't want to do that. You need to protect yourself, protect your innocent self. So you have to, you may have to really kind of pull back from, and that's what the High Priestess is here about. The High Priestess is saying that you need to pull in a higher understanding of this, or a calm that is sort of beyond where you would normally be. Call upon your inner calm. Call upon a higher energy or a higher understanding of the situation. Rise above the pettiness of this being furious, so that you are protected. Because if you let this loose, when this energy frustrates you and pushes your buttons, it's going to end up badly. So you need to, really protect yourself. You see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little baby here that's being protected by this, all of these owls, as well as this woman. And owls are a symbol of wisdom. So and then we got the High Priestess, also a symbol of wisdom and intuition. So use your higher wisdom. Step back, be the bigger man. I hate to use that expression, but that's what's coming to me. See the bigger picture. Understand that the pettiness that is pushing your buttons is just that. It's pettiness. Don't lower yourself to that level. We've got also the Three of Cups, which is a very celebratory energy, and I feel as though what this is telling us is that this energy of this authority figure who is really pushing and really just trying to control is not controlling only you, but controlling all of your coworkers or your other family members, or those that this card is saying that you have a tribe around you, or you have others who are dealing with the same thing. And so there's a certain camaraderie here, because you all are seeing and being to a certain extent subjected to this overbearing energy, and it's frustrating to everyone. So you need to just be able to flow with the energies and know that you're flowing together. Know that there is strength in numbers. You're part of a group of people who are experiencing this energy, and so that's how it is affecting you. It's really trying to make you lose control, but you need to go to a higher place. You need to go to a calm inner sanctum and protect yourself, protect your energy there. Don't let yourself blow up and spill a lot of energy that you would prefer not to. And remember that you've got this tribe that's with you. There's others that are going through the same thing, and so there's strength in numbers. So acknowledge that you're all going through the same thing. Sorry, not the right thing, the same thing. But not in a way that is, bad-mouthing this individual when they leave the room. Just know that you all are experiencing this. You all understand that it's not really fair to you. It's not healthy, but you've got to get through it. So, Spirit, thank you so much for those messages. And how can Group 1 best make the best of this energy? How can group 1 make the best of the energy for the week? How can they make the best of this energy for the week? Or how can they make the best of the energy this week? Okay, so we got the King of Discs and the Nine of Discs were like the first cards that we got out. And these are energies of just being really solid. So again, we're talking about, not reacting to petty. We've got the Eight of Wands here, and that's these energies. And again, we've got another cat energy. This is just crazy. All of these fiery cat energies. So this is another. See, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is a woman who is shielded down here from all this fiery energy of this cat. So the way that you can make the best of this week is to stay solid, keep yourself solid, grounded, and shield yourself from this overbearing, irritating, annoying, push your buttons energy. We also got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, again, is talking about, protecting yourself from whatever is coming. This is kind of the beginning of the week. Since it's the Ace, it's the start of the week. And this is going to hit like right away if it hasn't already. It's gonna build fast, this energy that's attacking you. And so you just need to really protect yourself from that. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm not exactly sure what this card is here to tell us. So Spirit, could you please provide some clarity for the Wheel of Fortune? What is the Wheel of Fortune about here? What is it telling us? What is the Wheel of Fortune telling us? The Four of Swords and the Four of Wands. So we've got two fours here. And fours are about a foundation. So I think that the Wheel of Fortune is telling you not to just let things, fall about as they may. Not to just throw caution to the wind. Don't just let this energy that's pushing you have its way. We talked about being grounded, being solid. So you don't want to react out of anger or react out of frustration or just, snap. You don't want to react impulsively to this energy, but you're going to have to, for many of you, you're going to have to react at a certain point. But what you want to do is you want to lay a foundation of what it is that you want to say. You don't want to just, snap back and react out of anger or out of frustration, just impulsively. What you want to do, what these fours here are telling us, is that you want to lay a foundation of knowing what it is you want to say to make the best impact. Don't leave this up to, the Wheel of Fortune. Don't leave this up to the whims of fate. Because you're going to end, if you do that, if you just react just suddenly and impulsively, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up regretting the way you react. You may cause more damage than is already happening. So what's best to do is that when this energy starts to hit, stop and we can go back to that High Priestess energy. Go inside, listen to your intuition, know what it is that you want to, where your strength lies, know where your strength, your foundation is. The Nine of Discs and the King of Discs, these cards talk about your strength and your foundation and your solidity. And the fours, again, we're talking about a foundation here. So when all of this starts to really push you, when all of this starts to really, really get to you, or not even waiting that long, but when it starts, when this whole thing begins, know what it is that you have to offer, know what it is that you want to accomplish, know what your goal is, what your intention is, and get solid about that. Get clear, get solid, know what it is that you have, that allows you to handle and know the best of whatever it is that this individual is trying to make you believe that they know better than you do. So get your ducks in a row. Know what you want to say. Set a foundation. Get solid about who you are and what you know and what you want. And when it gets to the point, if it gets to the point that you have to confront this individual, which I'm feeling more and more as this reading goes along, that's going to come up. Know what you want to say. Practice it. Write it down, whatever you have to do, so you're solid. You know what you want to say. Because if you just react, then this individual is going to react back again, and they're going to get the upper hand because they're more used to reacting and shouting people down who are unsettled. That's how they thrive. They thrive on unsettling people so they can get the upper hand. So you need to get settled. Get very settled, get very solid, know what you want to say, and when the time comes, present your argument, say your piece, and be solid about it. Be strong in your convictions, know what you want, know what you're saying. Don't leave any doubt. Don't leave any opening for this individual to take advantage. So that is how best to make use of this energy, or how rather to make the best of the energy. So I think we need a different deck here. I'm going to go with my little sun and moon deck, I think. So thank you very much, Spirit, for those messages. Thank you. How can Group 1 best minimize any difficulties this week? How can they best minimize any difficulties that crop up this week? How can Group 1 best minimize any difficulties occurring this week? Okay, well, we got a ton of cards here. Let's see what we got. All right. Okay. So, how to best minimize any difficulties that come up this week? Okay, well, let's start with the positive cards. We got the Seven of Wands. You're going to want to take the high road. We've already talked about this. You want to come at any difficulties from a position of a higher energy. And I don't mean like a stronger energy. I don't mean that you want to shout down whoever else and just be louder than they are. What this means is that you are coming at things, the way to minimize any difficulties is to come at them from a place of inner strength and calm. We saw that earlier, the strength card. So that will help you to minimize difficulties. The Princess of Wands, this is a card of being passionate and taking action. But it's action that is very directed, very confident. So you're going to want to come at any difficulties from a higher perspective. So you're going to want to be solid and sure of yourself, and you're going to want to take definitive action. When you do take action, you're going to want to do that with confidence and just step up. Know your worth. Know what you want. Be absolutely clear about what it is that gives you your strength, your power, what you have, and then act on that from a solid place, a strong place. I'm sorry, I glanced at another card and I completely lost my train of thought there. But you want to be this Princess of Wands. The Princess of Wands, she acts courageously, she acts definitively, and knows what she's worth. And then we got the Lover's card. So and this is kind of separate from a lot of the other stuff here, but this is telling me that there's someone that you can count on. There is someone that is separate from this situation. They're apart from this. So, if this is a work situation, this may be your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, or even a best friend. But there is someone there who's got your back. And so when this gets really frustrating, as it appears that it will, and you're feeling like you're going to snap and you're going to lose it on this individual, whoever they are that's pushing your buttons, step away and call in this individual. Whether that means going home at the end of the day and just telling them all about the situation, or even if need be, calling them on the spot saying, I don't know how much longer I can take this. Whatever it is, this individual is someone who's going to support you. They're going to talk you down. They're going to make you remember that you are a great person, that you have these strengths and gifts, and they're going to remind you of who you really are. And they're going to give you, that they're going to calm you down. They're going to give you that confidence that's going to allow you to be able to build that foundation that we talked about before. They're going to remind you of who you are. Not who this other person is saying you are, or them making you feel small or belittling you. They're going to remind you why they love you, what they see in you. So that is going to help you through any difficulties this week too. That's kind of completely aside from this other situation, but it's definitely something that you need to rely on. Now, for the rest of this, we have got a message here basically that it's really just telling you here that you need to walk away. The best way to deal with these difficulties, and we've got a lot of different messages that say that. We've got the Hanged Man, which is all about having patience, removing yourself from the situation and having patience. We've got the Five of Pentacles, which is about being alone. You need to, again, remove yourself from the situation. We've got the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from, even if you need to walk away from some things that you have, some things that you've earned. If you need to do that to cut your losses, you need to walk away. And I'm feeling like in this situation that this is not like permanently walking away from something. This is just giving some space. Combined with the Hanged Man, I think that we're talking about getting some perspective, giving yourself some space. We've got the Seven of Swords, which is, this card is labeled futility. So, Seven of Swords, basically this is about trying to take things, and because you're in such a hurry to try and take what you can and get what you can, that you end up missing something. You end up like not really getting the whole picture, or not getting what you deserve. So again, this is talking about, don't just grab what you can in the moment. Don't just react in the moment and try and, fix things that way, because the situation will end up fragmented if you do that. So again, we're talking about walking away. The Nine of Swords is about, being really, really harmed. This is about being just really feeling attacked, but stepping away, taking some time to heal. And not necessarily, in this case, it's not even a conscious or a decision. The Four of Swords is kind of more about making the decision to step away and heal. This is like being pushed to your limits and just having to give up. So again, I think we're talking about, having to just step back. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a situation that just, you're almost to that boiling point. So it's just kind of pushed you to your limits. But when it gets to that point, you need to step back. The Devil card is here because it's going to be hard for you to do that. It's going to be hard for you not to react, not to blow up, not to retaliate, because you have a strong nature, and you don't want someone to be demeaning you and trying to control you and making you feel bad and look bad. That's going to push your buttons for them to do that. We've talked about that already. So, here is this card that's saying that it's going to be really hard for you not to react, but you've got to step away to get a higher perspective. That we talked about. We talked about already, getting this higher perspective. The way to handle these difficulties is step away, remove yourself from the situation before it gets to the point where you just lose your control and react. We got the Universe card. The Universe is about ending one cycle and beginning a new cycle. And so I am not exactly sure what this card is telling us. So let's get some clarity on that. Spirit, what is the Universe card here for with regard to minimizing difficulties for Group 1? What is that card telling us? Okay. Well, we got the Universe card, which is about, the end of one cycle and the beginning of another cycle. And we are now getting the Two of Swords, which is basically kind of being in between two choices, in between two very difficult choices. So I'm wondering if this is just talking about how hard it's going to be, again, for you just to step away from this situation. In addition to that, the Universe, we got the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is kind of the ultimate love card, aside from the Lovers itself. But this is like not just the lovers, being madly in love with one another or being committed to one another. This is about like your entire life being filled with loving emotion. So I think that this is telling us that in order to bring this cycle around to something that is rewarding and the start of something new and better, it's going to require you to lean on the love in your life. And so, I'm wondering if this Universe card and this Lovers card here, because we did have the Lovers card, and now we've got the Ten of Cups in addition to it. The Lovers, this is the card, these two are madly in love. It's almost like the honeymoon card, whereas the Ten of Cups is kind of more your entire life is just infused with this love. So it's kind of almost moving past that initial stage of being in love. This is like I never thought it could last like this. I didn't know that it could continue to be this wonderful, but my life really is this wonderful. So dealing with the difficulties, in addition to, stepping away, taking a higher perspective to it, is also going to depend on realizing that you've got this situation, this removed situation that is supporting you. You have just this tremendous, either you have this happiness in your life, or you have this potential for happiness in your life, and it's away from this situation. It is removed from this situation. It's untainted by this situation, aside from the fact that it's someone that you can lean on and talk to about this situation, but it's not part of this situation. So that's one way that you're going to be able to deal with this difficulty. And now that I say that, I think that's what the Two of Swords is talking about, is that these are separate from one another. These two facets of your life are completely separate. This love that you have here is separate. It's separated from this difficult situation over here. So that allows you to step away from this situation here, where everything is just tumultuous and there's a lot of friction and it's stressful. This allows you to step away, and it's almost like stepping out of a cold snowstorm with wet clothes and just being miserable, into a nice warm home with a fire and wrapping up, getting off the wet clothes and wrapping up in a nice furry blanket. It's not just that this is here to support you. This brings you into completely a different world. So that's what this is talking about here. So that's a way to deal with the difficulties too, to step out of this world into this other completely different environment for you, this completely different, nurturing, loving world. And that's going to give you the strength and the perspective to be able to step back into this difficult situation when you need to, and deal with it so that it has a good outcome. And with that note, let's find out, what is the outcome of the week going to be for Group 1? Thank you, Spirit, for these beautiful messages. What is the outcome for Group 1 for this week? What will be the outcome of the week for them, please? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, so here's the thing. We got the Prince of Cups and the Princess of Pentacles. So this is you and this loved one. One of you is the anchor, the rock in the situation, in the relationship, and the other one is the emotion in the relationship. The Prince of Cups, the prince, the emotional one in this situation, is the one who's always going forward. They're always diving into things. They're very emotional. They react emotionally to everything. And then this Princess of Cups, Princess of Pentacles, this is sort of the rock, the anchor. This is the one that pulls the other one back in and says, I'm here for you. And this emotional one can lean on this solid individual in the relationship, and the solid individual in the relationship loves the emotion that this one has. They love the passion that this one has. So this is the outside relationship that's outside of this situation, and the outcome of the week is that, this is still solid. This is and in fact, we also got the Hierophant, which this is going to teach you just how solid this relationship is. This turmoil this week. We got the Ten of Wands, the burden that you're carrying this week. This is like heavy stuff that's going on. You have got to hang on, just carry the load. just put up with it and be strong through it. It's tough. It's going to be really hard to get through. You're going to have to just really keep pushing through this whole thing. But once you do, you are going to, we got the King of Swords. You're going to have so much clarity, and the Hierophant, so much understanding. This is about clarity and learning. This is going to teach you just how solid this and how important this relationship is. So the outcome of this week, all the stuff that you're dealing with in this high energetic situation, which seems like it's the forefront of things. It seems like it's, this is what's going on this week, because it's going to be the thing that brings about the most volatile emotions from you. And so it's going to seem like it's the focus of the week, and it's going to take a lot of your attention and a lot of your energy. But the real outcome of the week is going to be that this situation, this burden that you're going to make your way through this week, this high energy situation that's really going to be tough and frustrating and push your buttons, but you're going to overcome it, because you're going to set a solid foundation. You're going to approach it with some calm and some inner strength. This situation is going to teach you how important this relationship is. And not just the relationship itself, but how it just gives you an anchor for your world, how it gives you this refuge when your world becomes tumultuous and so much turmoil, and it's difficult and it's hard stuff to go through. This is going to teach you that no matter how hard the day-to-day gets, no matter how much crap your world throws at you, you still have this relationship, and that relationship changes your world for you. It creates a piece of your life, of your world, that allows you to deal with whatever comes your way, and still be able to know that you can go back to this relationship no matter how hard it gets in the day-to-day, and you've got something wonderful. You always have that underlying knowledge that there is something really wonderful in your life, and you're going to gain a greater understanding of this and a bigger appreciation of it through this situation this week. So that's really the important outcome for this week. It's not so much what happens with this situation here, but it's just that because of the difficulty of this situation and the support that you're going to receive from this soulmate connection that you have, you're going to realize that that is what's really important in your life when everything else seems like it's sort of slamming down on top of you. You've always got this solid foundation. You've always got this connection, and that's an amazing outcome. So there you go, group one. There is your reading for today. We've got an oracle card. It's kind of an oracle card. It's from the Crystal Allies deck. Wow. Wow. The card that you got from the Crystal Allies deck is Diamond, which is the traditional symbol of matrimony, of connection, of betrothing yourself to someone, of connecting yourself in a life connection, a lifelong connection. And this also talks about transcendence, which is kind of what we were talking about with this outcome for the week, that you're going to transcend the difficult energy for the week because you have this connection, this permanent soulmate connection with this other individual that is going to transcend all of the difficulty in your life that's just really surface level, and it's going to take you to an even higher place in your life where you always know that you're better for it. So wow, really great, really great finishing card for the reading. So this has been a fun one. I know that the week looks tough, but I love the outcome. I just love the outcome for you guys. So don't forget, you've got this person who's got your back, and they're the really important part of the week, that you can turn to them and they're always going to be there for you. So thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, Group 1. And I hope to see you back again real soon. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. This is the Dark Towers group. I'm feeling drawn to using this oracle deck. I don't typically use oracle decks in my readings except for just kind of a last card, but for some reason this deck has been calling to me and I'm feeling like it's what I need to use. So we're going to try it at least for a message or two and see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll switch to another deck, but I'm just kind of giving you a heads up that if I, bail, all of a sudden that's why, because I don't typically use oracle decks, but we'll see how this goes. So the first message that we would like to get from Spirit today is, what is the general energy of your week coming up for Group 2? What is the general energy of the upcoming week for Group 2, please? Keep getting 3 cards, so I'm wondering if I'm supposed to. So let's take a look at what we got here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think those cards are what we need. Let's try to get a couple more cards, please. For the energy of the week. Energy of the week for Group 2. The energy of this week coming up that we're just starting for Group 2, please. Okay, I guess this is what we need for the week. So we got the coyote and the datura, which signifies deceit in this deck. And then we got the elk and the ash, which signifies strength. So the obvious message that I take from this is that something is going to happen this week that is deceitful for you. Somebody is going to lie to you, or something is going to be unclear, but I'm feeling like it's more purposeful. I mean, deceit is somebody who's actually trying to keep something from you. So I feel like that's something that's going to go on in your week, and it's going to be something that's going to rock you a little bit. It's going to be something that is going to require some inner strength from you. So it's not just, somebody who took the cookies from the cookie jar, to quote a song that my granddaughter listens to all the time, so it's playing in my head now. It's going to be something that's kind of bigger than that. It's there may be a relationship that they step out of the relationship and are trying to keep that from you. There could be, something to do with finances. It could be something to do with someone's health. There's something that someone is trying to keep from you, and when you discover it, it's going to be kind of a blow. Something that's going to require some strength on your behalf, or it's going to affect your strength. It's going to knock you down a little bit, possibly. So that's the energy coming up for the week. It could also be that someone, like a loved one of yours, or someone that you take care of, like a child, is going to have something come up that they don't know how to react to, or they don't understand. And so you could be their strength in helping them through whatever this is that is, I'm hearing the word confusing to them, but I'm feeling like it's more than that. It's something that is disappointing to them. It's something that is disillusioning them. It could even be, like a small child who thought they were going to get to go somewhere fun and it fell through. And so, they feel very disillusioned. They feel like they've been deceived. Like somebody lied to them. So it could be that your strength, you're going to be the strength for someone who feels deceived. You're likely not the person who deceived them, but you may be the one who kind of comes to their rescue. And it may, I'm just using child as an example. It could be, like your best friend, maybe your best friend's significant other stepped out on them, and so they're very deceived, and so you're going to come to be strong for them, help them through this. So that's another possibility here. So either your strength is tested by this deceit that happened to you, or this deceit happened to someone else that you care about, and you're being strong for them, helping them through it. So that's the energies of the week coming up. And I think that's all we're going to use this deck for. So the next message that we want to get is, how will these energies affect group 2 this week? How will the energies affect group 2? Okay, this may be tricky. These cards are a little bigger than I'm typically comfortable using, but let me see if I can get these here. Okay, so how are these energies going to affect group 2? How are the energies this week going to affect group 2? How will the energies affect group 2, please? Okay. Interesting. So for those of you who have been deceived and it's testing your strength, the energies are going to make you sort of pull in. It's going to make you not trust factors outside yourself. It's going to make you not trust people involved, or even people who might be involved. It's gonna make you not trust the outside, anything outside of yourself. You're not going to trust it, and you're going to kind of lock everything down. You're not going to. It's going to make you suspicious. It's going to make you disillusioned, and you're just not. It's going to be a blow to your trust. So, for those of you who someone else has been deceived, the energy is going to affect you in that you really feel like you're going to have to give them an outpouring of your love. You're going to want to champion this other individual and protect them, and just really bring them in. I don't know if you can see this card or not, but there is this roaring lion here, and if someone that you love has been deceived and hurt by that, and you are their strength, you are going to be, I'm hearing the word furious, but you're going to want to give this outpouring of love and protection to this other individual. It's just, I can't even express how important it's going to be to you to make them feel, to help them regain their happiness. It's really going to knock the pins out from under you and just fire you up, because you're just going to be indignant and furious that this happened to them. It shouldn't have happened to them. That, you know, it's someone that you love and they never should have had to go through this. So you are really going to be stepping up and coming to their aid and just showering them with love and protecting them, and you want to exact vengeance on whoever it was that deceived them, whoever hurt them and took away their happiness. You want to fix that just in a huge, huge way. So that's the way the energy will be affecting you this week, Group 2. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. And how can Group 2 make the best of the energy this week? How can they make the best of the energy this week? How can they best utilize the energy this week, or have the best outcome from the energy this week? Okay, so we got the Judgment card, we got the Ten of Wands, we got the Hermit, and we got the Death card. Okay, some strong, strong energy here. You are feeling a heavy, heavy burden from this, whether it's because you've been deceived yourself or because this loved one has been deceived. And you desperately want to pass judgment on whoever did this. You want to exact punishment on whoever it is that caused this to happen, that deceived you or deceived your loved one. But you need to go within and gain some perspective. You need to step away from this feeling of vengeance and let go of that anger, because it's not serving you. You need to let it go. Even though you or your loved one was really harmed by this, and it angers you, it saddens you, whatever the situation is, you have got to pull inside. You've got to go inside, and you've got to really take some time to heal this wound before you react. Just absolutely, you need to let go of the emotions, the anger, the hurt. You've just got to go in and heal that first before you do take any action. And that's the best way that you can deal with this week, is just to really go inward until you can see the light, until you can understand the bigger picture. There's a bigger picture here. You see all of this. There is a lesson to be learned from this. It could be that if this is someone that deceived you or wronged you, it may have been going on for a long time, and may have ultimately led to getting into a worse situation than you already are now, and getting locked into that situation, and then finding out that there was this untruth, something that was harmful to you that you didn't know about. So by gaining some perspective on this terrible burden, this terrible weight that you are carrying because of this, by just taking some time to go inside, to heal, to drop whatever it is that isn't going to serve you going forward, isn't going to make things better, even though it feels like it might. It might feel like it would feel really good to just lose it on whoever this person is, whether they hurt you or whether they hurt a loved one. Going and just reading them the riot act, or physically, exacting vengeance on them might feel like what is the best thing to do, what's going to feel the best right now, but it isn't. It isn't. There's a bigger picture. And so before you do anything, you've got to you've got to get through this burden. You have to spend some time understanding the entire situation. And if that means understanding that the individual who created this situation isn't worth isn't worth expending all of this negative energy on, then that's what you need to do. If it means that whatever the lesson is, it's going to be something that you're going to have to come to on your own, but it's going to take you kind of pulling back from the situation. And that's what this Hermit card does. He goes away to isolate himself in the darkness until he can see this light, until the light gets bright enough that he can see the truth of the situation. So that's what you're going to need to do. That's how to make the best of the energy that you're dealing with this week. This is a heavy week, guys. So thank you, Spirit, for those messages. I feel like we need a different deck. I think it's this one. So, Spirit, how can Group 2 minimize any difficulties this week? How can Group 2 best minimize any difficulties for the week? How can Group 2 minimize difficulties this week? Okay. All right, so we got the Six of Cups, we got the Three of Pentacles, and we got the Three of Swords. We got a lot of threes here. 6 is 2 times 3. We got a 3 here and a 3 here. 3 is a number of completion. It's a number of... completion is not the word that I want. It's a number of... well, it's the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, Maiden, Mother, and Crone. There's a long tradition of triple goddess or triple deities, which are counterparts of each other, but they're one and the same. So I think that this message is talking about bringing to bear parts of yourself that may not be readily apparent right now. If you're caught up in this feeling betrayed, if you're caught up in this anger, this is talking about pulling in the other energies that you have, completing yourself, because this anger, this frustration, this hurt, whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, is one facet of who you are that seems to be at the forefront right now. But what you need to do is to pull in the other parts of you, the other parts of your life. This may seem like something right now that is just consuming all of you, that's taking center stage, that is, that it is your life right now. It may be something that's just really significant and is just sort of destroying what you thought you had in your life at the moment. So it seems all consuming, but it isn't. It's one facet of your complete being. So this is talking about, among other things, bringing in those other parts of you that are still there. They just are veiled right now. You can't really see them because you're so consumed by the current situation. The other thing that this talks about, this Three of Pentacles here, it talks about bringing together others to help you work through this, to learn from them. And the Six of Cups, talks about your past. So this once is telling you to bring in someone from your past who can help with this situation, who can that you can learn from. Someone. This could be, when I say someone from your past, it could be, a friend or a loved one that you haven't seen for a long time. They were maybe a childhood friend or something like that. But it could also mean like a parent or a grandparent or some sort of an older relative who's been in your life all your life. They are a part of your life at present, but they have also been a part of your life for your entire life. So bringing that individual in, and you're going to know who this is when you feel this heartbreak that you're dealing with right now. This individual is going to come to mind. They're just going to pop into your head, and you're going to know instantly that that's the person that you need to help you with this, to help you through this. Even if you are being strong for someone else that was deceived, that you love, you're still feeling this need to react to this situation, to make it right, to punish whoever created this situation. And this individual that's going to come to you, that you're going to know instantly when you think about this heartache that you're dealing with, it's just, like I said, it's just going to pop into your head. You're going to know who this is. That's the individual who's going to help you get through this by not reacting the way that you want to in the moment. They're going to be someone who can talk reason to you or help you find another way to deal with this. I don't know what exactly they're going to be able to provide for you, but there is someone, and you're going to know who it is as soon as you take a moment to think. Really think about how your heart is feeling right now, and there's just going to be someone who's just going to pop into your head. I keep hearing an aunt, so it might be an aunt of yours who you're just going to know that they would be the one to talk with about this. They're going to have some insight for you that's going to help to get through this, to minimize this difficult situation for you. And Spirit, thank you for that message. And what's going to be the outcome of the week for Group 2, please? What's going to be the outcome of their week? What is the outcome of the week for Group 2, please? Whoa. Sorry, guys. Knocking cards on the floor here. Okay, so. Okay, this is good. We got the Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands. And we got the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So the 10 and the Knight of Pentacles are saying that the action that you want to take right now, you're gonna slow down. You're going to hold back. You're going to you're going to pull your energy back from this anger and wanting to get retribution, wanting to have revenge. You're going to pull that anger back. You're going to pull that energy back. This Knight of Pentacles is knights are all about, fighting the battles, but this knight is about protecting. He doesn't race out to fight the battle. He stays and he protects whatever is vulnerable by being there to react when things come to him to endanger those he loves. So this is about you're going to succeed in being able to pull your energy back. This Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands, you're going to be stuck between these two decisions. You're going to be not stuck, but you're going to have the decision of racing out and creating havoc and being and letting your anger rule the situation, or standing back and calming yourself and figuring out a better way to deal with this. You're also, this Queen of Wands is also talking about being able to nurture whoever was harmed, but in a way that is righteous. This isn't the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups who's all about, emotion and love and whatnot. This is the Queen of Wands. She's passionate, she's fiery, but she's still a mother. So this is about being able to just hold whoever it was, whether it was you or someone else, with such great passion, to make them feel whole again. And that's going to be your decision. That's going to be the two choices you have here. You can go out to exact revenge against who caused this, or you can use this fiery energy to hold whoever it was that was wounded by this and make them feel whole again. Give them that strength that they lost, that or you lost, giving you back that trust, that sense of solidity, of being solid, of being strong within yourself, of self-confidence. So this is the decision that you're going to, you're going to make the decision to be solid, to use this energy, this fiery, passionate energy. You're going to use that energy to nurture what was harmed rather than to punish what did the harm. So that's going to be the outcome of the week, and I'm liking that. I like the way that finished up, because the situation feels a little bit volatile, and it definitely feels hurtful, but I'm really liking that. That when push comes to shove, what it comes down to, you've got this energy that's just pent up that you need to use. Because when something bad happens to us or to a loved one, we get this energy, whether it's distress or whether it's anger or whatever it is, you get this energy flowing and it needs to go somewhere. You need to do something with it. But it's not a great idea to use this energy to exact revenge, to go after whatever it was that caused the pain and the energy in the first place. It's a much better thing to use this energy to heal what has been harmed. And so that's the way the week is going to end here. You're going to realize that, and you're going to call in whoever this individual is, and they're going to help you to realize that, and they're going to help you to do that. They're going to help you to heal and to use that energy to channel it in a way that's going to help you and help you heal, or help whoever it was that got harmed, help them heal. And even if it was someone else, a loved one that got harmed, you still need to heal as well, because you're angry and you want to help them, and you're hurt because they got hurt. So the oracle card that we got, the crystal ally card that we got, is lapis lazuli, and it says self-knowledge. And again, this is a great card for this reading. Lapis lazuli is kind of a higher understanding. So you're going to be able to rechannel this energy to a higher understanding, and realize that the bigger picture is that the more important action to take is not revenge or retribution, but the more important action to take is to heal the damage that's been done. And you're gonna come to that realization by the end of the week. You're going to be able to rechannel that energy and use that for healing, be that for you, or be that for a loved one, or both. And just whoever did the harm, let them go on their own way. They need their own healing too. But you're going to come to the higher realization that is the much better use of this energy that's brewing, is to use it to passionately heal whoever it is that's been harmed. So group 2, some difficult emotions here in this reading, but I really like the outcome. And so I am really wishing you the best with this situation. I'm sorry that you're going through it, but again, I think that this is going to be a good teacher, and I think that things are going to end up okay. It's going to take some work, it's going to take some healing, but I think it'll all be all right in the end. So I hope that everything turns out all right for you, group 2. I appreciate your being here. I love to do these readings for you, and I hope that you'll come back soon. So take care. Bye-bye.